Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's another not so beautiful morning here in North Las Vegas. It's cold as heck out there. It's going to get colder today. Um, yeah, we today is December the 9th, 2021, and I can see out my window here. The wind is howling, crazy, and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, hey, thanks for stopping by. Um, we have today a haul video, but it's more mainstream haul kind of thing. Not any sale particular, but most everything I get was on sale except for one set of items, and I'll mention that when I get to it. But anyway, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Oh, one little piece of trivia for you guys. Maybe you didn't know. I live here in North Las Vegas, as all of you know, but literally 30 minutes from my house is a ski lodge, ski resort, where you can go skiing from today. They actually have snow through probably March, almost. Sometimes it gets even longer, but yeah, there is a ski resort 30 minutes from Las Vegas. This is an amazing place. So for those of you that didn't know. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on to this, we'll call it my mainstream haul. Um, First one, this one just recently came out, and I'll probably do an unboxing at some point and just show you everything about it. But collector's edition of one of my favorites, Elvira's Haunted Hills. Elvira, I love Elvira. This is PG-13, 90 minutes long, from 2001, and of course it's a comedy horror. This was put out by Scream Factory. Yeah, and it gets like a 5.8 on IMDb. Um, I love this, the campy Elvira flicks. Very tongue-in-cheek. It's my kind of humor. So this is a good time. Elvira's back and she's fabulous with her voluptuous figure, voluminous black hair, and hilarious one-liners. The essence of camp oozes from her pores. Elvira's Hills culls its outrageousness from the classic Vincent Price, Edgar Allan Poe, Roger Corman films of the early 60s, along with the Little Rocky Horror Picture Show and Fearless Vamp Killers. The tale begins in 1851 when Elvira and her maid Zhao Zhao are en route to perform in the Parisian Review, Yes I Can, but inadvertently end up at the sinister Lord Vladimir Helsipus, Helsipus's medieval castle. Bearing an uncanny resemblance to Vladimir's long-dead wife, Elvira learns of the Helsipus curse and finds her life in danger. Will she escape the family curse and the evil Vladimir? And can she keep her hands off the stable hand long enough to save the day? If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. It's good. I mean, if you like good, campy, kind of tongue-in-cheek horror comedy, you ought to check that one out. Next up, of course, everybody knows this was just out. ShangChi. ShangChi, got it on 4K. I have watched it. I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite MCU kind of film, but yeah, let's see. This is PG-13, 132 minutes long, from 2021. Of course, it's a superhero movie. This is the 25th film in the MCU universe. It gets a 7.6 on the IMDb. From what I remember, it's yeah, from what I remember, 7.6. Anyway, pretty good. Not great. I didn't like the animation. Not the animation. The visual effects were really good, I thought. The story, The story wasn't all that great. That's just what I'm trying to say. A lot of people loved it, and that's okay. Little trivia about this: back in early 1980, in the late 1980s, Stan Lee was considering making a Shang-Chi using Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, as Shang-Chi. Yeah, but the thing fell apart. It never happened, obviously. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. But um, the story, I mean, I don't know. The story just didn't do it for me. But I love like I said, the visual effects. Let me know down below what you guys thought of it. If you liked it, didn't like it, let me know. Next up, some more Nicolas Cage. The man who works for... Man, he must work a lot. This is Prisoners in Ghostland. I've got it in a turkey bag here because this is a steel book. Yeah, a little steel book activity. Prisoners of Ghostland, not rated, 102 minutes, from 2021. Does not get good reviews. Let me just say that. It's lower than 5, I think. It also has Bill Moseley in it, which is cool. This is it's described as wild and weird. Okay? And I haven't watched it yet, so it remains to be seen as far as I'm concerned. In the treacherous frontier city of Samurai Town, a ruthless bank robber, Nicolas Cage, is sprung from jail by a wealthy warlord. The governor, Bill Moseley, whose adopted granddaughter, Bernice, has run away, strapped into a leather suit that will self-destruct within 5 days if he doesn't find the missing girl, the bandit sets off on a journey to find the young woman and his own path to redemption. Let me know down below if you guys have seen this one. I haven't seen it yet, like I said, but evidently it's not great. But we'll see. I liked Pig, so who knows? Maybe I'll like this one. Next up, directed by Frank Darabont, Buried Alive. I didn't realize, but I think I have this coming as an Arrow video. I'm not sure. 1990, 93 minutes long, PG-13. This was a made-for-TV horror thriller. This one's put out by Kino Lorber. So I must have gotten it on a sale here recently, and I must have put it aside. This gets a little better than average reviews. So it's a murder mystery, revenge flick kind of thing. Like I said, directed by Frank Darabont, who also did a whole lot of the Walking Dead episodes. He was the writer for a lot of those episodes. So I have not seen this one. I don't know how I missed it, but gonna watch it real soon. Buried Alive. If you have seen it, let me know what you thought of it. Like I said, I think I have that coming on Arrow, but I'm not sure. I order way too much stuff. Let me just say that. Next up, nice slippy dippy of Cutting Class. Let me show you what the regular. There it is. Oh, Brad Pitt. Cutting Class. Brad Pitt, Donna Leach, Roddy McDowell, and Martin Mull. Cutting Class. It's from 1989. It's R-rated, 91 minutes long. It's a comedy horror. Gets middle of the road reviews. Hell, it's what, 32 years? Been 32 years since this was put out, and this was Brad Pitt's first leading role. So there you go, Brad Pitt's first leading role. A distinctly tongue-in-cheek slasher made in the autumn of the genre's popularity. Paula Carson's high school experience couldn't be better. Between being class president and dating her school's star basketball player, Dwight, who's Brad Pitt, she seems to have everything she could ask for. But when mentally disturbed teenage murderer Brian Wood, played by Donovan Leach, is released from an area asylum and rejoins his old classmates, it's not long before students and teachers alike turn up missing or are found murdered. While Dwight becomes convinced that Brian's gone back to his violent ways, Paula can't help but suspect that someone might be trying to set Brian up to carry out their own twisted plan. This is put out recently by Vinegar Syndrome. got a whole bunch of special features also. So it's cool that they put a neat Slippy Dippy on it. I got 32 years. Next up, how about a little comedy in real life? Warner Brothers Archive Collection. Tex Avery's Volume 3. Tex Avery. Not rated 100, let's see, it's 150 minutes. These ran from 1942, I believe, to 1955. This was released in November 2021 as a compilation. 20 episodes. Of course, Tex Avery co-created Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and my favorite, Droopy. Yeah, Droopy. This is kind of was these shorts were kind of the first animated adult animation stuff. So I don't know, it's a little bit of before their time. There's no doubt that Tex Avery was most influential animator of the 40s and 50s. Was the most influential animator of the 40s and 50s. After altering the face of cartoon comedy at Warner Brothers with his development of characters such as Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, and Bugs Bunny, Avery headed to MGM to further his reign of mayhem with the likes of Screwball Squirrel, Red Hot Riding Hood, and Droopy. All of Avery's star characters are featured here. Droopy as a Mountie, a bullfighter, and a Western deputy. Spike as a hibernating bear's weary watchdog. Red as both Cinderella and a frontier cowgirl. And Screwball Squirrel as what else? An escapee of a lunatic asylum. Alright. Let me know if you guys have ever seen any Tex Avery stuff down below. Let me know. Good stuff. There's another one with a little Slippy Dippy. Kind of a remake, if you will. Night of the Animated Dead. Night of the Animated Dead. R-rated, 71 minutes from 2021. It's an animated horror, obviously. Yay, zombies. This is what I can say. I have seen this one already. The animation just not that great. You know, the story was cool and it was true to the original, but not my favorite of the animation. It was kind of, you know, it was just okay for me. What begins as a simple visit to a gravesite soon escalates into a night of sheer terror. In this dark animated retelling of the 1968 cult classic Night of the Living Dead, bloodthirsty zombies suddenly begin amassing everywhere. As Barbara, Ben, and an odd group of strangers hide in a remote farmhouse, their struggle to ward off the flesh eaters outside creates fierce tension inside. Containing terrifying new content not found in the original, Night of the Animated Dead will convince you to lock your doors. It's not scary. Let me know if you've seen it and what you thought of it. Yes, I had to pick this one up. Let me pull that out of there, because this is a really cool cover. Really cool cover. A Rob Zombie film. 3 from Hell. 3 from Hell. Yay, not rated. Not rated. 2019. It's 115 minutes long. Action horror. The Devil's Rejects back at it again. That's right. This, of course, is the Firefly Gang's 3rd chapter. But check this out. I love this slip. It's plastic. You pull them up. You got their faces, and then you got them as skeletons. That is really cool. Now, that's the way slip covers should be done. I agree with many of the folks that I watch that just why even put a slip cover on it if it's going to have the same artwork? I don't understand that. I really don't. I mean, it's an opportunity. Let me show you the back too. 3 coffins. On the back of the thing is the slip cover. It looks like that. It's got Sherry Moon Zombie there. But what a nice set. What a nice set. Let's see. First there was House of a Thousand Corpses. Then there was The Devil's Rejects. Now, from writer-director Rob Zombie comes the next blood-soaked chapter in the most violent crime saga in movie history. Three from Hell, after barely surviving a furious shootout with the police, Baby Firefly, Otis Driftwood, Bill Moseley, and Captain Spaulding, Sid Haig. Sid's not in this very much. He died soon, not long after this was released. But pure evil cannot be contained, and a firestorm of murder, madness, and mayhem will be released in this terror ride to hell and back. Yeah, Free from Hell. This is not my favorite of the zombie stuff. There you go. House of a Thousand Corpses, though, I did like. Next up, I haven't watched this one yet, but I'm going to soon. Free Guy. Free Guy is PG-13, 115 minutes, 2021 action comedy. This thing actually gets really good reviews. I've heard some good reports, so kind of excited to check this one out soon. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you thought. Ryan Reynolds stars in this action-packed comedy as a bank teller who discovers he is actually a background player in an open-world video game and soon decides to become the hero of his own story, one he rewrites himself. Also starring Jodie Comer, Lil Rel Howery, and Taiki Waititi, and directed by Sean Levi. Free Guy is rapid-fire fun. Evidently this thing really moves along, so I'm kind of excited to check that out. Like I said, let me know if you've seen this one. Next up, I'm not going to talk about each of these individually, but I did want to show you Halloween in 4K, the original. One of my favorites. Halloween 2, 4K. I watched all of these on Halloween, or leading up to Halloween. Halloween 3, not necessarily my favorite, but I did like 1 and 2. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Yes, bring Michael back. I mean, how is it a Halloween film without Michael Myers? I don't know. All right, and Halloween 5. Let me know. What's your favorite Halloween movie? Do you have one? Let me know. So that's all. I'm not going to read all those. Those are, everybody knows Halloween story. Next up, a collector's edition, 4K, of John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. Look at that. Same artwork. Prince of Darkness, 4K, R-rated, 1987, 102 minutes. It's a supernatural horror put out by Scream Factory and Universal. It gets pretty good reviews, and I think this is one of Carpenter's early best, as far as I'm concerned. I love the atmosphere, and I have seen it, but I wanted to watch it in 4K. Haven't watched it in 4K yet, but I'm going to. So let me know what you guys thought of this movie. Master of horror John Carpenter did Halloween, of course, and The Thing. Directs this terrifying battle between mankind and the ultimate evil. A group of graduate students and scientists uncover an ancient canister in an abandoned church. But when they open it, they inadvertently unleash a strange liquid and an evil force on all of humanity. As the liquid turns their co-workers into zombies, the remaining members realize that they have released the most unspeakable horror of them all. Terror mounts as the team must fight to save the world from a devilish fury that has been contained for over 7 million years. Prince of Darkness. Next up, one of my favorites, The Addams Family, with more Mamushka. PG-13, 1991, 99 minutes. It's a comedy fantasy, of course, with Raul Julia as Gomez and Angelica Houston as Morticia. Christina Ricci also. Great comedy. Great stuff. Like I said, 1991. It's the big screen debut of everyone's favorite frightening family, now with more Mamushka, packed with plenty of treats, tricks, and turns. This remastered edition features director Barry Sonnenfeld's extended Mamushka dance sequence, as well as an original theatrical cut and an assortment of fun special features. The tale begins when long-lost Uncle Fester, Christopher Lloyd, reappears after 25 years in the Bermuda Triangle. Gomez and Morticia plan a celebration to wake the dead, but Wednesday, Christina Ricci, barely has time to warm up her electric chair before Thing points out Fester's uncommonly normal behavior. Could this Fester be fake, part of an evil scheme to raid the Addams fortune? If you haven't seen this, you ought to see it. It's good stuff. And my last pickup for this haul video, 4K, a new trip from M. Night Shyamalan. Old 4K, PG-13, 2021. It's a mystery thriller. This is based on a 2010 graphic novel that was called Sandcastle. I gotta say, I have seen it, and not one of my favorites. Let's just say that. It's just not one of my favorites. It's got the same artwork on the inside, as you can see. I love The Sixth Sense by M. Night, and also probably one of my favorites is Unbreakable. Let me know down below, what is your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie? Old is alright, but it's not great. I mean, it's middle of the road. Visionary filmmaker M. Night Shyamalan unveils a chilling, mysterious thriller about a family on a tropical holiday who discover that the secluded beach where they are relaxing for a few hours is somehow causing them to age rapidly, reducing their entire lives to a single day. Like I said, let me know. Did you like it? Alright, you guys, that's it. That's it for today. Hope you're staying safe. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Like I said in an earlier video, stay tuned. Sometime this weekend I'm going to do a video with another giveaway, and it's going to be a pretty good giveaway. I'm going to tease it a little bit, but it's going to be a pretty good giveaway for horror fans. Let's just say that. So, hey, you guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Consider hitting that notification bell so that you'll know every time I drop a new video. And that's it. You guys keep smiling, keep having fun, keep that positive attitude about you, and until next time, peace.